Second Conditionals. What you need to know. Hey guys, I'm Kerry. In this video, you'll be learning all you need to know about second conditionals. The second conditional has two uses. First, we can use it to talk about things in the future that are probably not going to be true. For example, a dream. Here are some examples of the second conditional. If I won the lottery, I would buy a new car. I probably won't win the lottery, and for that reason, this sentence is the second conditional. Another example of the second conditional: if I met Lionel Messi, I would say hello. This is probably not going to happen, and for that reason, it is considered the second conditional. Secondly, we can use the second condition to talk about something in the present which is impossible because it's not true. For example, if I had his number, I would call him. However, I don't have his number now, so it's impossible for me to call him. Another example, if I were you, I wouldn't go to her party. However, it's not possible for me to be you, and so the decision to go to the party or not would be your decision and not mine. The second conditional uses the past simple after if, then would, and the infinitive.
Say what?
The second conditional uses the past simple after if, then would, and the infinitive. And this is the breakdown: if plus past simple, would plus infinitive. For example, if I were a scientist, I would search for a cure for COVID-19. So we have two parts to the sentence: the if clause, if I were a scientist, and in the if clause we have if plus the past simple, which in this context is were. Then we have the main clause that has would plus infinitive. I would search for a cure for COVID-19. Did you notice in the previous example that were was used with I? Yes, we can use were instead of was with I and he, she, it. This is mostly done in formal writing. So here we have it. If I were a scientist, I would search for a cure for COVID-19. Or, if he were a scientist, he would search for a cure for COVID-19. Other examples of the second conditional are: he would travel all over the world if he were rich. She would pass the exam if she studied. She never studies, so this won't happen. And for that reason, the sentence is considered a second conditional sentence. So remember, the second conditional sentence is created by using two clauses, the if clause and the main clause. The if clause should have a past participle, and the main clause should have would followed by an infinitive. For example, if I had a lot of money, I would travel around the world. How is the second conditional different from the first conditional? This kind of conditional sentence is different from the first conditional because the second conditional is a lot more unlikely. For example, second conditional. If I had enough money, I would buy a house with 20 bedrooms and a gigantic swimming pool. I'm probably not going to have this much money. It's just a dream, not very realistic at all. And for that reason, it's a second conditional sentence. Let's look at the first conditional. If I have enough money, I'll buy some new clothes. It's much more likely that I'll have enough money to buy some clothes. That is what makes the first conditional and the second conditional different. The first conditional is a lot more realistic. However, the second conditional is much more unlikely. Often a dream, often a fantasy. It is very unrealistic. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out my other cool videos. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay grammarous. Bye, bye, bye. Oh.